We're learning new details today after investigators revealed the Highland Park Parade gunman thought about a second shooting at an event in the Madison area just hours after the Illinois attack.
Plus, we're hearing from the owner of a Middleton business where the alleged gunman's cell phone was later found.
And we're learning more about the steps local law enforcement took as they learned about the attack and the possibility the suspect was in our area. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. We're continuing to follow the Highland Park Parade shooting in Illinois as we're learning more about a startling revelation about the gunman's time in the Madison area.
Investigators say Robert Cremo III confessed that he, quote, seriously contemplated shooting an event that he saw in Madison as he drove through the area, just hours after killing 7 people in Illinois.
What investigative leads have thus turned up is that while he was driving and he located this celebration occurring in the Madison area, he contemplated another attack with the firearm he had in his car. His cell phone was dumped in the 6500 block of University Avenue in Middleton. That was recovered yesterday by the FBI, and it's being processed right now.
Cremo told investigators that he ultimately decided against attacking the Madison area event because he hadn't put enough thought or research into it. Police say Cremo had roughly 60 rounds of ammunition on him at the time.
And we have team coverage tonight of what we know about the suspect's time in our area so far, the investigation into what led Cremo to the city and what led police to that evidence left in Middleton.
Law enforcement found Robert Cremo's cell phone outside of an auto repair shop on University Avenue. Our Catherine Merck was at the business where investigators found evidence and spoke with business owners about what they saw. Catherine?
I'm at Jim's Auto Service Center here on University Avenue in Middleton. It's here where investigators say the mass shooter from Highland Park drove down the street and then left his cell phone right here on the ground in between these businesses. Jim, the owner of this shop, told me the FBI showed up at the business yesterday morning and eventually found Robert Cremo's cell phone. Jim tells me he was following the story while he was with his family on the 4th of July, and he never thought this story with national attention would lead right to his business in Middleton.
I heard on the news on Monday, Detective Hendrickson from the FBI Dane County Sheriff's Office walked in yesterday and introduced himself and said he's with the FBI. It's around 9 o'clock yesterday morning, and I just go, wow.
The business that's behind me here also spoke to me today, and they told me that they were shocked and scared that Robert Cremo could have gotten so close to the Madison community. You'll hear from those business owners tonight at 6 o'clock. Reporting live from Middleton, I'm Catherine Merck for News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. And as we piece together the day hour by hour, top Madison officials are describing how they got involved.
Investigative reporter Naomi Coles is outside the Madison Police Department downtown with a better picture of what went down. Naomi?
So it's about 2.5 hours from Highland Park to where I am standing right now here in downtown Madison. So when the shooter opened fire at about 10:15 a.m. there, it wouldn't have been until at least almost 1 o'clock before he could have physically been here in the Madison area. From there, Madison police did not know until 5 o'clock, and that was when the FBI asked them to mobilize their SWAT team because they believed the shooter might be in the area. But what I just learned from Chief Sean Barnes, that SWAT team never actually left their staging area. The department never got enough specific information either to put out a public warning. The suspect was arrested just after 6:30 back in Illinois, leaving the window that he could physically have been here between about 1 and 4:30 p.m. Looking ahead to large area events like concerts on the square happening in just a couple hours, Barnes wants the city to know they are prepared.
I want you to know, I want the Madison community to know that we are committed to providing a safe community through our planning, event staffing, and event management, which includes our amazing special events team, as well as our SWAT team, who also responds concurrently when we do have special events here in the city of Madison.
He went on to describe their event security includes drones and snipers, which is how they plan for example, shooters from rooftops. Now, there's a question we still don't know the answer to, and that's why Madison? I checked with the records department for both Madison Police, the Sheriff's Office, and State Patrol. None of them have any records of past contact with the suspect.
All right, Naomi, live tonight. Thank you. And in a statement, Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway said today's news is deeply disturbing and only underscores the fact that we need a national approach to dealing with gun violence. And she says weapons of war have no place in our communities. She also expressed condolences to the families of the victims in the Highland Park community.
Earlier today, the gunman made his first court appearance. He's facing 7 counts of first-degree murder.
And officials say more charges could be coming. Chris Wynn has the latest.
In Highland Park, Illinois, a community grieves after enduring the unthinkable. 2-year-old Aiden McCarthy, now an orphan, following the July 4th parade that killed 7 people, including his parents, Irina and Kevin.
I don't know how they're going to tell him.
Senator Tammy Duckworth says Good Samaritans found Aiden underneath his father, who died at the scene.
I'll never forget. I pulled up and I said, "This is not our kid. It's not his blood. He's okay. What should we do?" And a cop said, "We can't be babysitters now. Can you take care of him?"
The suspect, Robert Cremo III, made his first court appearance Wednesday and now faces 7 counts of first-degree murder. The victims, ranging in age from the 30s to the 80s. Dozens more were injured in the attack.
There are many different charges that we are reviewing with respect to the other individuals who have sadly been injured by this, frankly, who were present on the scene. They were shot at. That may also constitute an attempt murder charge.
Local authorities say the suspect, who is now being held without bond, opened fire from a rooftop as the parade got underway. More than 70 high-velocity rounds were fired with a rifle, similar to an AR-15, according to a spokesperson with the Lake County Major Crime Task Force. Authorities say the suspect contemplated carrying out another attack in Madison, Wisconsin, with another weapon in his car, but ultimately did not go through with that attack. I'm Chris Wynn reporting.
And of course, many questions remain, including how the suspect was able to legally purchase 5 firearms. That's despite 2 encounters with police in 2019 involving threats of violence to himself or others.
The 21-year-old is due back in court later this month, where he will likely face additional charges. Prosecutors say they expect an arraignment in August. You can follow along as we learn new information about the shooting and the gunman at channel3000.com and through our news apps. Let's get a look now at your certified most accurate forecast. Meteorologist Dana Fulton is pulling up a blanket on the square for tonight's Concerts on the Square. It's a little cloudy down there tonight, Dana. Any rain coming?
Thankfully, no. A very big, different picture from what we saw 24 hours ago. Again, we had a lot of heavy rain yesterday, but right now things look okay for us downtown. It is cloudy. We have some dark clouds overhead, but no rain right now. A lot of folks already out and about. These blankets have been posted up for over 2 hours. I think folks are ready to really enjoy some music. 79 right now in Madison with dew points in the upper 60s. So while it is cooler than what we saw yesterday, it is incredibly humid outside. So please keep that in mind. Our breeze coming in from the northwest at about 8 miles per hour. Doppler track nice and quiet. We do have some showers south of us, but again, southern Wisconsin sitting dry, just a little overcast currently. Plus that humidity factored in for our area. It feels a little like summer outside downtown. Temperatures in the upper 70s for Dane County, close to 81 in Janesville, and in Lone Rock, 82 for Platteville right now. Again, dew points staying on that higher end of things. It's been a little more muggy. Dew points climbing up close to 70 for us. 70 for Janesville, 67 in Madison, and about 74 in Platteville over the last few hours. As we look ahead to the rest of your work week and the weekend, temperatures will stay generally pretty seasonable, close to 80. We see a brief bump in our temps on Monday, and warmer weather expected next week. We'll take a closer look, though, at your full forecast coming up in just a few more minutes, guys.
All right, Dana, thank you. A state Supreme Court decision that came down this morning will make it easier for victims of human trafficking to defend themselves in court.
Under state law, victims of human trafficking have a self-defense claim if they commit crimes directly related to that trafficking. And today, the High Court expanded that claim, as reporter Will Keneally explains. Will?
So the case that killed the man she says abused and trafficked her. Today's decision could make the killing justified under state law after a lower court initially blocked her from using that defense. Tonight, she has the green light.
And the issue here was simply, can Ms. Kaiser and her defense team, can they make this argument to the jury?
And according to the state Supreme Court, they can.
As both appellate courts said, the trial court read the statute in error. It did not interpret the statute correctly and was prohibiting her from raising a defense that she should have been allowed to raise.
The High Court's ruling will now allow Kaiser and other potential victims of human trafficking to use that in defense of their crimes. But this doesn't guarantee that Kaiser will go free. As UW-Madison law professor John Gross explains, the case still will go before a jury.
And if she raises the defense and the prosecution can't disprove it beyond a reasonable doubt, the jury should acquit her of all of the charges that they filed.
Raising this is like making a self-defense claim. The defendant has to show some evidence of self-defense, but then the prosecution is the one that has to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that a self-defense claim doesn't apply. And the court today also clarified language around when a crime is committed as a direct result of human trafficking. In this case, Kaiser will have to show some evidence that the killing was in fact a direct result. And the court also ruled that a human trafficking defense is what's called a complete defense.
Some affirmative defense are just mitigating. We're saying you're still somewhat culpable for committing this homicide. You still deserve to be punished. But in other cases, a complete defense is, we believe that we shouldn't punish you for this crime that you've committed.
And with the High Court's clarifying decision today, that makes it easier for future defendants to follow in Kaiser's footsteps. But the decision may also set broader precedent. We'll have more coming up on that next at 6.
All right, Will, thank you. And several anti-violence groups are applauding the ruling. Leaders from the Wisconsin Coalition Against Sexual Assault say when it comes to these types of cases, taking a trauma-informed perspective is crucial, especially where adolescents are concerned.
They may react much more from a fight or flight response rather than from what might seem to the outside person as, well, shouldn't they have made a different decision, right? That's not how trauma works.
They also say the state Supreme Court's decision sends a message to victims and survivors that they shouldn't be criminalized for defending themselves. Tahalil Mohadin has more on that story at 6. And next at 5, Charlotte and Dana, they join us from Concerts on the Square.
Plus, a one-of-a-kind recording of legendary singer Bob Dylan goes up for auction. How the old song is breaking new ground after the break.
Tired of millionaires in the Senate like Ron Johnson who only look out for the rich and powerful? Mandela Barnes will be a voice for hard-working middle-class families. As the son of a teacher and a third-shift factory worker, he gets it. He'll make the big corporations and the rich pay their fair share and lower middle-class taxes to make things more affordable for us. Mandela Barnes knows it's about the middle class, not the millionaires. Courageous Leaders PAC Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV.
And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down, and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
He has his grandfather's smile.
Her mother's eyes.
My cheekbones.
But will she have my diabetes?
My sickle cell anemia.
His father's heart disease.
Join allofus.org to share your health information and speed up health research breakthroughs. The future of health begins with you.
The state Supreme Court says a trafficking victim can use self-defense to justify the killing of her abuser. We ask how the decision will impact trafficking victims moving forward. And local businesses shudder knowing the Highland Park shooting suspect was on their doorstep. The community's reaction at 6.
Concerts on the Square are back each Wednesday night through August 3rd. Enjoy a performance by the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra with family and friends at this totally free event starting at 7 p.m. Learn more at wcoconcerts.org. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. Music will again fill the air of downtown Madison tonight. The second of 6 concerts on the Square will be performed by the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra.
The theme of tonight's concert is Summer Celebration. Charlotte Gillespie joins us now with a preview. Charlotte?
Well, hi, Susan and Eric. It is another wonderful Wednesday to be down here. It looks cloudy, looks ominous, but we are going to get this concert in tonight. I am here with the maestro himself, Andrew Sewell. Nice that you came back.
Oh, it's great to be back. We were a little worried about the weather, but it's looking very nice tonight.
So how did it feel last week?
Oh my gosh, it was quite an emotional journey actually. We were all so happy to be back, and it was a massive crowd, 55,000 plus according to Capitol Police, and it's going to be another big crowd tonight.
You were really grooving up there. Let me tell you, the maestro's got moves. You were really into this music.
Yeah.
It was part of you.
Oh, well, how can it not be? Motown, I mean, it was a good start.
Okay, so let's talk about what people can expect to hear tonight. It's Summer Celebration, and we do have a special guest.
Yes, we do. So it's a program that celebrates our Independence Day, and we've got a young artist competition winner, a violinist from Madison, who won a statewide competition playing the violin, Ava Kenny. She's going to be a senior at Madison Memorial this year. But the works we do are all American focused, so we're doing works by John Williams and Leroy Anderson, some John Philip Sousa, and especially this year we're not going to do the 1812 Overture because we want to give it a rest just this year, but we'll bring it back in the future, just in current events around the world, and I think that's important, but we are celebrating all American composers tonight.
Okay, and also we're celebrating veterans.
And the veterans, yes.
This is something that's not going to change.
No. It's a tradition we do. It's all the armed forces. We play the branches of the military, their songs, for all 5 branches of the military, and we ask that all veterans and currently serving in the military stand when their branch is called. And it's very emotional, actually. People, they come down just for that one moment, and it's a chance for us to recognize them and to thank them.
Okay, and quickly, let's touch on the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra Friends program.
That's right. We have a new thing. It's $5 a month. You can sign up. You get a lot of perks like free drinks at concerts on the Square, access to events and emails and all sorts of things. Yes, it's less than the price of a can of beer. So
yeah,
there you go.
And speaking of beer, he has his own Maestro Mule named after him from Wollersheim, which is fantastic. But the whole point of being a friend is that this concert costs $1 million to put on every year. A lot of people don't know that. And not only that, you do a lot of educational outreach.
That's right.
Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra is not just here during the summer. You do stuff at the Overture, but you are also, you're like ninjas. You're around the area, and you are there and helping educate our youth about the wonderful gift of music.
That's right. And music can move people that other things cannot. So we know that.
Yes,
and it touches the soul. So we look forward to inviting you all down to the Square.
All right. You have the invitation yourself. Susan and Eric, back to you.
All right, should be a great night for John Philip Sousa.
Yes,
got to hear that.
good stuff.
The week of the 4th. Charlotte, thank you. And the maestro as well.
60 years ago, speaking of music, Bob Dylan recorded the song Blowin' in the Wind.
Well, now a new exclusive recording of that song on a new format pioneered by producer T-Bone Burnett is being sold at Christie's auction. Ian Lee got to listen and has this report.
When Bob Dylan released Blowin' in the Wind, it quickly became the anthem of a generation. The song spoke to the issues of the time, including the civil rights movement. 6 decades later, Dylan re-recorded his breakout hit. But there's a catch. You'll likely never hear it.
What they're getting is a one-of-a-kind recording of Bob Dylan that was made especially for them.
Music engineer Mike Piersante recorded the new track with Dylan.
The fact is that the lyrics were written for a certain time, but they still seem to resonate today. And
the recording is closely guarded. We can't let you hear it. It can only be listened to in person.
Wow. It's like you're in the room listening to them.
And while it looks like a typical record, this is cutting-edge tech.
What we're doing with these discs is something that was initially developed by NASA and used to protect parts of the space station.
The process takes the very original acetate recording and applies what's called ionic deposition, essentially making it more durable while maintaining the sound quality.
It's, bulletproof in a sense. The quality of this format was chosen because I think Bob and T-Bone thought this was the ultimate analog sound.
This kind of ultimate sound has never been sold before.
It's like an oil painting. This is a one-of-a-kind, unique disc and listening experience.
So how much will the record go for? Well, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind.
The answer is blowing in the wind.
Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
That's pretty cool. Christie's auction house predicts that recording will sell for $750,000 to $1 million when it's sold on July 7th. Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast now. Meteorologist Dana Fulton joining us once again from Look at him just chilling on the bench. This is 2 weeks in a row.
We're working really hard right now.
2 weeks in a row you two have gotten this assignment. Just hanging out, listening to music.
I think it's a pretty great way to spend a Wednesday night, right?
Not bad at all.
This is working out really wonderfully. It is a little cloudy right now still, guys, but the good news, things are going to stay dry. In fact, as we look at the forecast over the next, Charlie can save my seat for me if that's okay. Thank you. As we look at our forecast for the next few days, we're expecting this summery trend to really stick with us. Temperatures currently close to 80, so a seasonable afternoon today. Again, dew points in the upper 70s, so it has been a bit humid outside. Even with the cloud coverage, though, not concerned about any showers popping up for us here on the square. Things nice and dry. It's a wonderful evening for some music. Doppler track stays quiet through the rest of this evening. We have seen some showers well to the south in central and northern Illinois, and this is good news because we have seen significant rainfall over the last 48 hours. In fact, that bullseye band stretching from Lone Rock through Janesville, close to 5 to 6 inches of accumulation over the last several days. So we get an opportunity to dry up, though the rain, of course, has been a good thing as we are still abnormally dry outside. A little bit of a drought status still in play for us in southern Wisconsin. We're in the middle of July, though, or the early portion of July at least, as we usually don't see a ton of rain coming through in July, but it would be nice to give the ground a little more of a drink before the ground gets too crusty for us. Overnight, plan on a mostly clear sky. Temperatures will drop down for us as we look ahead to tomorrow. There is the possibility for a few showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, though I think most of the area will stay dry. We're not looking at a big widespread area like what we saw last night. A quick look ahead to Friday's forecast. Seasonable temperatures expected for the rest of this work week. Afternoon highs hugging close to 80, and those overnight lows sitting in a pretty good spot. With that small chance for showers on Thursday and a slight chance early Friday, overall precipitation totals for the area could see some spotty portions getting close to 1/2 inch, but really not expecting much to come through. As you can see, overall total staying quite low, so most of the area staying dry. High temperatures for your Thursday expected to stay fairly close to average. We'll be near 80 throughout southern Wisconsin. Warm and humid with that possibility to see a few showers and thunderstorms popping up. A quick look at our 10-day. Always good news when we don't have anything too hot nor too cool. Feels like July outside, stretching through this weekend. Sunshine for Saturday and Sunday. A few showers early in the work week and then dry as we look ahead to the back half of next week. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
Discovering the perfect paint for your home has never been easier with Zinsser Smart Coat.
Plan smart with interactive tools at smartcoat.com. Buy smart, in-store or online for home delivery. And paint smart with this advanced paint and primer in one. Say hello to Zinsser Smart Coat, the next generation of intelligent paint. 11% off at Menards.
Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God. I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this 4th of July.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. And I said, I washed that off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under-eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
Yeah, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. That's like so full of myself.
I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under-eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. This July 4th is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
A new Labor Department report shows there are 11.3 million job openings nationwide.
Though the market has seen a slight dip from the previous month, it is still hovering near record levels. The report also shows a whopping 4.3 million people quit their jobs in May. Many decided to take better ones. Additionally, the report shows demand for professional openings has decreased, but other industries are ramping up hiring.
People tend to quit jobs when they have a high degree of confidence about their ability to get a job.
Despite soaring inflation and a potential recession, the job market is currently not showing signs of impact. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We would never hit 12 drunk.
Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Stoppy, drunk? We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Visiting DePaco Credit Union was the thing that started all this.
We had a lot of student loan debt, low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, oh, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. DePaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without DePaco Credit Union.
Raising healthy children takes a village, and kids thrive when their village is healthy too.
SSM Health and News 3 Now are helping you unlock a healthier world with our Time for Kids Keys to Health campaign. We'll show you how sustainable choices create healthier lifestyles, explore the impacts of food security on families,
and share ways we can help build a healthy community together. So join us on air, online, and in your village.
And take time for kids.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes. I'd like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member oh yes.
Certainly.
You know we got some brand new woohoo
use. Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items. Wow. I love it. Woohoo! Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4imprint, for certain.
It's dangerous up here, and it's no fun shopping around for a reputable contractor. I've built my company on the promise to treat our customers like we would our own family. That means an honest, no-pressure sales experience, expert craftsmanship, and a lifetime guarantee of our work. We know Gutter Shutter is the best system for you and your home, and we'd love to show you how it can keep you safe and off that ladder forever. So call us or visit us online to set up your free estimate, and we can show you what Gutter Shutter and the Larson Home Experience is all about.
Politicians have been threatening it. Now the Supreme Court's done it, triggering a ban on nearly all abortions in Wisconsin, even in cases of rape and incest. And Senator Ron Johnson sided with them on overturning Roe v. Wade, punishing doctors and hurting people, putting our health and reproductive rights in danger. Johnson even said, if you don't like it, you can move. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to protect us, not punish us.
And that's going to do it for us. We'll have more coverage coming your way in 30 minutes on News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.